know when you're writing to a senator, it's the honorable, and ambassador is your excellency, but what is it for a cardinal?
Cardinal is your eminence. What are you doing?
Writing notes, returning Allison's wedding gifts.
Are you still doing that, Effie? It's been 2 weeks.
Well, it's hard. I'm trying to spin it so it doesn't sound so embarrassing.
How about something like, Dear Holy Eminence, our daughter ran off on her wedding day to have sex with the janitor in the bathroom. Enclosed, please find your ice bucket. Warmly, Nicholas and Effie Conklin.
That works.
Effie, this can't last, can it? I mean, our daughter is a sensible girl. She's just having a fling. It has been 2 weeks. By now, she must be thinking, maybe I've had enough of the superintendent.
I never want this to end.
Oh, sorry.
For what?
What was the elevator alarm?
Oh, I thought that was just in my head.
Having sex with the super. Oh, finally, all done. Oh. Lick and stamp, dear. Time for a celebratory martini.
And what are you celebrating? The 5 you already had?
What? 1 or 2 wouldn't do you any harm. You're all wound up.
Of course I am. Our oldest daughter, and let's be frank, the smart one, is dating someone who's completely unworthy of her.
Oh, I think they're cute together.
Effie, this is serious. Just once, I would like your opinion without benefit of your medicated haze.
No, you wouldn't, dear. No, you really wouldn't.
What on earth is that noise?
Sounds like the alarm bell to the elevator. Keeps going off.
See, if the superintendent of this building weren't so busy squiring my daughter around town, maybe he could get in there and fix it.
Doing here? It's 7:15.
I guess I fell back asleep. Sorry.
You were supposed to sneak out when I hopped in the shower.
Well, that's okay. I'll sneak out now.
Oh, no. You can't sneak out now. Mom and Dad are up by now. They're moving around the house. They'll see you. And Mom and Dad don't want to see any overnight guests.
Oh, come on. It's been a couple of weeks. I mean, I'm sure they know I'm here a few nights.
Oh, they know, but they don't want to know that they know.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. You're stuck in here until 8:30 when everyone leaves the house.
Well, can I at least get something to eat?
I guess I could sneak you something. Oh, I know. I'll put it in a dish and say it's for the dog.
Hey, I'm not a dog. I'm your boyfriend.
So you're my boyfriend now?
Well, yeah, of course I am. I mean, we did it in the elevator.
That's so sweet. You know what? If you're my boyfriend, say it one more time, okay?
I'm your boyfriend.
Then you should come to breakfast with your girlfriend, who's me, and to hell with my uptight, repressed family.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Eamon to breakfast, you'll ruin it for everybody.
I don't care. Eamon is my boyfriend, and Mom and Dad just better get used to that.
So he's your boyfriend now?
Isn't that cool?
Who used the word first?
He did.
Girlfriend?
So, what's gonna happen when they see me? You know, yell and scream?
Yell and scream, you poor bastard.
Eamon, my parents don't yell and scream. They'll see you, but they won't acknowledge you. My father will look right through you. My mother, sensing his mood, will try and start a conversation with frantic small talk. It's how they deal with anything awkward. They just pretend it isn't there. And eventually the silence will be deafening.
Silent treatment, big deal.
It will be worse than anything you could possibly imagine. And I have to tell you, as crazy as I am about you, you're on your own.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, Nicholas, look what's in the paper today. They're repainting the lines on Madison. Isn't that great? I do hope they choose another color besides yellow, though. Yellow on pavement is so done, don't you think? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Oh, Marmaduke is very amusing today. He's so big and the couch is so small. Would anyone like me to read it out loud? Anyone? Anyone? For the love of God, anyone?
Oh, look who's joining us this morning. Eamon. And the big blue vein on Dad's forehead. Dad, could you please pass the premarital sex? Eamon, could I get you another piece of ass? I mean ham.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, kids! Good to see you.
Nice to see you, Finn.
Listen, is it okay if we hang around here tonight?
Sure, fine by me. Yeah, grab a butt full of couch. It's the real world marathon. I'll just make myself scarce when it's time for your goodnight kiss.
That's the thing. Allison's not leaving. Things got really weird upstairs this morning, so she's gonna spend the night here.
Oh. Okay. I didn't understand that. Terrific.
Thanks.
You mind if I just take a quick peek at your marriage license?
You're kidding, right?
No, sir, I am not.
Dad, we're adults. I'm 28 years old.
While that is true, I don't recall the Bible having an asterisk that says when you're 28, the rules don't apply anymore.
Dad,
I don't remember a sign saying must be this tall to burn in hell.
Dad, come on. You're acting like a jerk.
You know, I think I should probably be going.
I'm acting like a jerk. You're the one who's treating your girlfriend like a whore. With all due respect, Miss Conklin, but I think you deserve better.
Dad, if you truly believe sex outside of marriage is wrong, please explain to certain Mrs. Gomez. Yeah, you know, the one who sells those creepy potions down at the bodega.
A, I don't have to explain anything to you. And number two, there's a simple explanation for that. I had a Santeria situation going there. If I didn't do what she wanted, she was gonna turn me into an ox.
You're a hypocrite. You're saying the rules apply when you're 28, but not when you're 50. Nice.
Listen, when you're 50, you're entitled to any piece that will have you.
I don't believe this guy.
Well, stop believing it. My house, my rules.
Hey, it's my house too, and technically the super's above the doorman.
You shut up when you talk to me.
Oh, you make me, old man.
Oh, you think I won't?
I want to see you try.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Stop what?
What's the matter?
This is all my fault. I'm so sorry for causing this awful fight between you two.
Fight? Were we fighting?
I don't think so. You fighting with me?
No.
No, honey, that was disgusting. You should have seen us when I got divorced. Now, that was a fight.
Ooh, knock down, drag out, punches flying. But I finally talked him into it.
How do you tell the difference between fighting and discussing?
You don't see a dish towel wrapped around my hand.
Ah, listen, kid. These are different times. I don't approve, but I got no right to tell you what to do. You're a grown man. I'm an old man.
Hey, you're not an old man. This is a small place. I should have checked with you first. Beer?
I would love a beer. Well, good night, son. Night, Miss Conklin.
Hey, you sure you're okay with this?
Me, yeah. I'm just gonna go to bed with my Bible, so I have something to protect myself when God sends down his death rays.
Eamon, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Two people who are related, actual family members saying exactly what they feel with no concern for the consequences, just being totally honest.
Yeah, well, we got a lot more honest when I got taller.
Hi, I just wanted to say goodnight. I might go to a late movie.
Well, have a good time.
Thanks. I can't do this. I'm not going to a late movie. I'm going downstairs to be with Eamon, and I'm spending the night there.
You know, Nicholas, we rarely get to the movies anymore. Why do you think that is? Probably because of all the sex and violence. No, that's not it. Anyone?
Mom, stop. I'm not lying anymore. And you want to know why? Because I just saw Eamon and his father have a huge fight.
About what?
Whether I was a whore, but that's not important. I saw family members saying exactly how they feel and working things out. And at first, it was kind of scary, but then it was so healthy.
I don't like where this is going.
Of course you don't. That's why we're not a close family.
We're close.
Are you kidding? Mom, we're practically strangers. I mean, we sit up here every night and make the same small talk, but what do you really know about any of us?
Oh, don't be silly. I know all about you and your sister.
What about me?
Oh, I forgot about you.
You know, for months during my engagement to Howard, I was so nervous and confused, and I really needed to tell somebody, but I couldn't because I knew it would upset Dad.
Why, what a surprise. You found a way to take something you did and make it my fault.
Listen, you have a point. I guess we haven't been very close. We did miss the signals you sent that you were unhappy with Howard. Maybe we should talk more, open up a bit. I don't want us to wind up as strangers to each other, the kind of family that can only give each other a polite nod at your father's funeral. That would just be heartbreaking.
Marring an otherwise joyful day?
We should start being honest right here, right now.
Oh, Mom, this is great. You're gonna see how good this is.
Okay, everyone. We're just going to say what we think. Let our feelings out. Just flow. Oh, this is going to be terrific. Okay, now, who wants to start?
Not me.
Well, we know not you, dear.
Okay, I'll start. I know you were all uncomfortable with my boyfriend. His word. This morning.
Well, now, to be fair, only your father was uncomfortable. I happen to live in the 90s, and even though they're almost over, it would be nice if your father spent at least a day there.
We return to It's All Nicholas Conklin's Fault Theater, already in progress.
Dad, are you part of this conversation or not, because at least Mom is trying.
Excuse me, Allison, I don't believe it makes me an inhuman monster because I don't enjoy the sight of my daughter's doltish janitor friend, my word, helping himself to my food after he's helped himself to my daughter.
I'm scared.
That's just because it's your turn.
That was my turn.
Nicky, every night you leave this house. You're out till all hours, God knows where. And your father and I are too frightened to ask where you're going. Well, I'm asking.
Effie, think about this. Out of all the dens of iniquity and back alleys and degenerate bars Manhattan has to offer, do you really want to know where it is your son disappears to every night?
Yeah, Mom, do you really want to know where I go? Do you?
Puff, dear, we haven't talked about you. What happened to Gordon, that nice young man who was with you at Allison's wedding? We haven't seen him lately.
Oh, someone's finally asking about my life. I exist. You know, I'd like to say that I'm sick and tired of being the middle child. I'm not the smart one like Allison or the creepy one like Nicky. Nobody even knows who I am or even cares enough to find out. I'm just written off as the invisible, crazy nympho.
So what happened to Gordon?
I wanted a threesome and he freaked.
Good family conversation.
Well, everyone shared their feelings about something except for one person, as usual.
All right. You want to know how I feel? I will tell you all how I feel, Nicky. I feel like after having paid for 4 years at Yale, I expected more from you than 3 years of staring at the Cartoon Network with a bong hanging out of your mouth. Don't tell me it wasn't one, because I took a Polaroid of it, and I showed it to one of our bike messengers, and he told me what it was. Then there's my middle child, Puff. After paying for college and finishing school and debutante comings and goings, well, actually, I'm getting just about what I expected.
I'm your favorite, aren't I, Daddy?
Oh, honey, it's complicated.
You know, I think it's about time we wrap this up.
And as for you, I would like to think that with your first-class mind and your princely education, your BA at Yale and your MBA at Harvard, perhaps, just perhaps, I might expect that you would join me at the family firm, but no. You chose to teach kindergarten. You chose an occupation, the only prerequisite for which is that you know how to make a frontwards R.
Hey, I love my job, Dad. I'm sorry if it isn't evil enough for you.
Oh, were it only your job. It's also the fact that when we threw you a lavish, several hundred-person, several $100,000 wedding, you decided to get jiggy with the super. And I know what that means because I asked one of the bike messengers.
Look, I'm sorry that I didn't go through with the wedding. Maybe I didn't want to end up having the kind of marriage you guys have. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
What happened at this point downstairs?
They had a beer and hugged.
Oh, what the hell? Who's in?
Hey, Allison, is everything okay? I was downstairs waiting for... Ooh. What happened here?
We had a family discussion. Everybody got their feelings out. Everybody was honest, you know, like you and your dad.
How'd it go?
Not well.
Oh, Mom, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said what I said. I don't know anything about your marriage. All I meant was I wouldn't have been happy with Howard, and I was afraid to say anything.
Well, darling, we were probably afraid to hear it. And I apologize for that.
And I am happy with Eamon, my boyfriend.
Sure are working that one, aren't you?
You know, everyone, I want to say something. We'll probably never do this again. Please, God, let us never do this again. But however painful and Mediterranean this evening has been, I would go through it again in an instant, rather than find myself one day staring at a bunch of strangers over your father's casket.
Mom, we won't be strangers at Dad's funeral.
Don't worry, Mom. We'll all be together at Daddy's funeral.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great day.
Just for the record, I'm looking forward to it myself.
Go on out. Good night.
Good night, dear.
I go to the NYU Law Library.
What?
That's where I go every night.
The law library?
They're open 24 hours. I read, I write, and I study.
Oh, Nicky, really?
Do you really want to know?
Law library it is. Night, son.
Night.